Farms.
Hey guys, welcome to Hungry Fisherman Farm.
I'm doing the floss right now. I look.
We're going to do the floss, I guess, before we get started.
Wait, I want to do my dance.
Oh, and that dance. It must be a Fortnite dance.
Yeah, it
It
is.
is.
All right,
It's a Fortnite
let's
dance.
get started. What do we got to do here?
I gotta do the dance.
No,
Olivia, do the doorknob.
we got to,
Okay.
not the doorknob.
Watch you where? No, okay, now stop.
Okay, this is Buck's dance.
La da da. I love woods.
Are we in it, Maya?
Yeah.
Looks good?
Yeah.
All right, get over here.
Why no?
Come on, get over here.
What are we supposed to do?
We're going to just talk about our greenhouse a little bit for the intro, alright? I'll ask you a question. Like what they say. Hey guys, how's it going? Today I just wanted to show you how to make slime or whatever, you know, however you guys' intros you watch always go.
Slime.
What,
I
you
want to
know.
make slime.
Can we make slime?
Alright, turn around.
Let's go and get the slime and
We're not getting slime ingredients.
No.
No, don't. Guys, here, Layla, come on this side. Maya wants to be on that side. Well, get in here. Get in here.
Hey guys,
Hey, don't kick the tomato.
it's Hungry Fisherman Farm, and today we are just gonna do a little chat with you guys on how the greenhouse is going.
Hey, Olivia. Alright.
And so my dad's gonna talk.
Back in it.
And
Back in it,
so my
guys.
dad's gonna talk.
Alright, so like she said, this is Hungry Fisherman Farms. How do you say it?
Hungry Fisherman Farms.
Okay, and we grow, what are we growing here?
We grow
Tomatoes and
cucumbers and peppers.
and fish.
And fish.
Yes.
And what kind of tomatoes are we growing?
Cherry tomatoes and
That's pretty close. Estivas.
Estiva.
Eva.
They're
Estiva.
big tomatoes.
And then we got a couple big beef too, but not too many to talk about. And
Eva.
what else do we got going in here? Cucumbers?
Yeah.
Okay, how many buckets do we have in here?
But let me count them and I'll be right back. Yo, let's
Okay,
count
well,
them.
while she's counting, we have 95 buckets.
I want to count them all.
Yeah, so
that's
95
right.
buckets. Okay, Maya, while they're counting, what do we run them off of?
What do you mean?
What do we use to feed the plants?
Fish.
Fish, yes, aquaponics. And we use hydroponics because we're not very good at either. And this is a Dutch bucket system.
What?
A Dutch bucket system, and I gotta find, where is it? Where is it?
Your goggles.
No, the blue pipe with,
And this guy's gonna bring you outside.
no.
And there's our pool. It's recording and nobody's there. Okay, go over there.
Putting your hands in front of it and stop touching it. Where's the blue pipe I'm looking for?
What's that?
95 buckets.
Oh, right here. Alright. This is what feeds the system. What is this, girls?
A pipe.
Pipe.
It is,
It's a pipe with a water thing on it.
yep, in-ground irrigation
Yeah.
for watering your yard
And
with a underground irrigation connector.
yeah.
Well, that thing's pretty cool, isn't it? That's like the cat's meow.
Meow. Meow.
That's just a, I don't even know what they call them, but you get them at the sprinkler store, right? The sprinkler store, girls.
What?
And
Yeah.
you snap them on here. That's the hole it makes. Right
So
there,
you
show them the hole.
So you gotta
The
see the hole.
Got the
Yeah.
hole.
Got two, we did it a
More
couple times
hole.
on this, just to show.
Yeah.
So, and then you just push this around here, like so. Careful, because they can break.
And then you twist. and then as so you got you do, this part goes on first.
Yeah.
Then you
Get out of the
twist
way,
it.
Olivia. This is the important part.
Then you
Is it
twist
pointing at it, Maya?
Yeah.
So that,
Can I do it?
that, oh, yeah, twist it in there.
And then this is twist.
Twist it on there.
It's really hard to twist sometimes.
At first, until
Yeah.
it pokes through.
Hey.
Until it pokes through. Keep going. You're almost there. You're
It's
gonna
really
start hearing
hard.
it to click. You want me to finish it off?
No, I'll do
Yeah,
it.
don't break it though. You gotta be gentle.
There.
So there, we poke through, and then we're gonna keep spinning,
Yeah.
and it's gonna tighten down real tight.
There.
And that's how you connect your swing pipe.
And it also has the word. What's it called? That's what it's called.
Dawn.
Dawn.
Well, we don't know what that means, but that's the ticket, right, girls?
Yeah.
All right. And then we'll also get to the rest of it, right? We'll show you the sump pit, the drain.
Tomorrow we'll get all to it, but first we just wanted to say some
It's the picture.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah,
This
so we'll
is
show you all
me.
that.
This
And
is Maya.
hopefully
This
it helped,
is
right, girls?
Layla.
Maybe
And
tomorrow
then this is
we'll
our
do
dad
it,
with the
and-
goofy hair.
We already did it.
Yeah, this
We
is
already did it.
That's our dad with the mohawk.
Earlier
No.
today.
He looks like a
You were
clown.
involved. But anyways,
He looks like
we'll
a
show you all
clown.
this. Hope it helps.
Goodbye, everybody.
Enjoy.
Remember this
We're gonna
talking
turn the
today.
camera around
We're not
and show
saying
you
bye.
around.
Bye, everybody. We're this talking today with you.
All right, so like I said, we're going to start at the sump pit and show you where to go from there. So these are our fish tanks here. Got 2 fish tanks. That's our filter area. I'll get to those later. Show you at the end of the video those. Alright, so this is our sump pit. Like I said, it's just a standard IBC tote. We've got our fish tanks draining into there. And all 5 rows draining into there. Right here. And we've got 3 pumps running this whole system. Those are each 500 gallon per hour pumps. And one feeding 3 rows, so a double row right there, and this row right here, and the other feeding the 2 rows on the end. And we put this all the way into the ground, backfilled it with sand, and I think it works as a pretty good heat exchanger. So this being in the ground like this, that water is going to cool because that ground temperature is constantly cooling the water. So I think putting it in the ground as far as you can is going to be beneficial. Okay, and there's not a lot to say about the sump. That's pretty much what it is. It's a tank in the ground. Everything drains into it, and you just pump out into your other stuff. So alright, I'll show you our watering system. And we'll go to the cukes because we just trimmed the shit out of these. Had a lot of leaves that were dying on them on the bottom here. Just took them off today. I mean, a lot worse than that. Anything that looked worse than that we took off, and we'll see what happens. So this is our watering system. We've got it coming from our sump pit down there, pumping up. Sorry. Pumping up. You just 90 it to your roll. Run that whole length of pipe down. You know, fasten it down in a couple places. We have shut-off valves also on these, but I don't think it's necessary unless you want to isolate a roll. I mean, if you don't want to spend the money on a shutoff valve, I don't think it's necessary. Ours are wide open. So these are those plastic clips I was talking about. You just put them around your pipe, screw it down. That pressure is gonna puncture that hole in, and just keep tightening it down. Eventually it's gonna seal nice around here. You have your threaded 90, and this all comes with the clip. That threaded 90 there does. You buy swing pipe, and this is available at sprinkler stores as well. I just went in there, bought a bunch of this piping, a couple bags of these clips, a couple rolls of swing pipe, and this comes in decent sized rolls. You'll spend more money on this than you will on this, I think. You know, you're always gonna need a bag of hose clamps. But anyways, up with your swing pipe, get a bunch of these T's that fit into your swing pipe. T's off, goes to here, and these are the tips we were talking about. So all that is a fits into your swing pipe right here. And it's just a threaded, I believe it's 3/4 inch thread. It's whatever fits on the back of, on the bottom of a sprinkler head. So this usually would go to a sprinkler head. Well, we didn't want a sprinkler head in here, so we just bought a 3/4 inch threaded cap. So that's just 3/4 inch threaded cap, and we took and drilled an 1/8 inch hole in it. And all these on this whole roll and every other bucket in here, 95 buckets, have this same setup on it. And then what's handy about this is, so say this one was plugged up, I took it off to clean it out. Just gonna back flush it like this, put it on the end of this cap, you know, check it out. You can tap it out, blow it out, whatever, put it back on. You're back and feeding that plant. So that's pretty handy. We didn't see anything at the store that would be that easy to clean out, so we just improvised, and it works pretty well. These pumps run 24/7, feeding our plants. Just keep draining out. Here's one of our Dutch buckets. That's just the drain. Goes in on a 90 going down towards the bottom of the bucket. That drains out here into our main drain line. It goes all the way to the sump pit. So pretty simple stuff once you get started on it. And that's how it looks on all 95 buckets. Everything drains into that southwest corner. Works out pretty well. As you can see, plants really seem to like it. And I'm sure the fish are beneficial. I mean, we're still learning that whole part of it. I think it's a great concept. We'll see what happens. Those cucumbers are like 16 foot tall. Alright, let's go take a look at the fish tanks and filtration. Alright. So here's one of our fish tanks, and we've just got a couple bluegill in there. One bullhead. The bullhead's nice because it really keeps the bottom of that tank clean. You know, keeps stirring it up, sending it out through our lifting pipe. And that basically is just lifting solids from below the water level up and out through our filtration system. So they come up from the bottom, go out through the back and through our filter. And surprisingly, this water temperature is 68 degrees right now, and it's the end of July. temperatures in the 90s, 80, high 80s. That all has to do with that sump pit being in the ground. Nice heat exchange. Here's our other tank. Same thing going on. And, you know, forgot to mention we've got air stones in the bottom. I don't have enough aeration. I need a bigger air pump or a better way to get air to these fish. I don't like the pumps that are available to me. We tried a Venturi and it works, but not that great. That's the bubbles right there from the Venturi. Another fish tank. Got sunnies and another bullhead in there. I think the bullhead's key. We got him named. This one's Thermopolis because he's usually hanging out by the mercury on the thermometer. And this one is Tank. And I don't see Tank anywhere. But he's in there. Alright. Now, our filter. And this is just a swirl filter. It's not big enough. Got to clean it constantly. We should have went with a little bigger filter, but your solids come in up through that pipe. It's supposed to drop down to the bottom. This pipe near the top of your filter takes fresh water through here into your bio bead filter, and this is just a tank 55-gallon drum with some bio beads, and those are just beads with a lot of surface area on it. Okay, and then back out the top of here, back into your sump pit. That's it. That is pretty much the watering setup in this thing. So, okay everybody, well, I hope that was informational. You know, if you're going to attempt to do something like this, it's not too hard, not too difficult, right girls? You know, takes some time, some practice. You're gonna fail a few times, that's okay, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we failed a few times, right?
We failed a lot.
Yeah, we failed a lot, so it's alright, we're winning right now. Knock on wood, thank God, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, you know, I hope this helps.
Hey.
If you liked what you see, what do we do, girls? Come on, what do you do if you like what you see?
Hey. We enjoy it and eat it. We subscribe and like.
Maybe comment. You know, we can maybe answer some questions. We're not experts, though, are we? We're not experts at all.
I have an ice cream duck.
So,
This is kind of our first time, too.
yeah, peace out, right?
Peace out. And this is our first YouTube video.
This is our first YouTube video.
Subscribe and like.
What? It wasn't even on.
What? You died?
No. Actually, never mind. It's on. It's rolling.